Have you ever stayed in a room so silent it felt like the walls were holding their breath? Welcome to room 502 of the Mizpah Hotel, where silence isn't peace, it's a warning. There's a woman who walks its halls. You won't hear her footsteps, but you'll feel her, like a presence just behind your shoulder, like a whisper too low to understand, like the scent of roses in a room that's been locked for a century. They call her the Lady in Red, but names are for the living. She's not looking for revenge. She's looking for something far worse: closure. The year was 1908. Tonopah was alive. The silver mines churned out wealth like veins bleeding metal, and the Mizpah Hotel stood as its proudest jewel. It was a palace built from dust and desperation, where the elite of Nevada came to drink, gamble, and forget the horrors of the mines. In that gilded cage lived a woman they all noticed, but no one truly saw. Her name is lost to time, but her story is burned into the walls. She was a singer, they say, or maybe a courtesan, or a mistress. The truth changes depending on who tells it. But all agree, she loved someone who didn't love her back. He was married, powerful, dangerous. She believed in him, enough to keep secrets, enough to wait for him when he said, soon. He promised to take her away from Tonopah, promised her the ocean, promised a name. What he gave her was death. Room 502 became her sanctuary and her prison. She waited by the window each night, watching the desert, believing that carriage wheels would turn the corner and take her far away. But someone else came first. They say she was found sprawled across the bed, jewelry gone, lipstick smeared like a scream across her face, a bloodstained note in her clenched fist that read, "I waited." Some say she was murdered in a jealous rage. Others believe the man she loved sent someone to silence her. The hotel, fearing scandal, hushed it up, buried the truth under velvet and silence. But you can't bury betrayal. It lingers, and it remembers. It started with small things. Guests complaining of cold spots in a hotel without air conditioning. Housekeepers quitting after hearing someone crying behind locked doors. Mirrors fogging up even when the room was empty. Always with a single word traced in the glass: stay. Then came the roses. One man reported waking up to petals scattered across his pillow. Another found a trail of them leading to the bathtub, which was filled, inexplicably, with crimson water. No plumbing issues were ever found. Some guests say they hear humming, a lullaby no one can name. Others feel a hand brushing their cheek as they sleep. But the most terrifying stories come from those who've stayed in room 502. A couple spent one night there and awoke to find the words "he lied" scratched into the headboard. Another tourist, a vlogger, live-streamed their overnight challenge, only to vanish from social media afterward. All that remained was the footage of him staring into the lens, unmoving, whispering, "She's still waiting." In 2012, the Mizpah Hotel reopened after renovations. Room 502 was left almost untouched, not by accident. The owners turned the legend into a selling point, offering the haunted Lady in Red experience, a discounted stay, if you dare. They even placed a mannequin in the hallway dressed in a red gown. But sometimes, the gown moves. Staff report hearing footsteps at night, long after check-in. One housekeeper swore she locked the room, only to return and find it open, rose petals scattered across the floor. Paranormal teams brought EMF detectors, night vision cameras, and spirit boxes. What they captured chilled even the skeptics. EVPs of a woman softly whispering, "Where is he?" Apparitions flickering across thermal cameras. One mirror cracking on camera with no one nearby. Just before the phrase, "Don't forget me," appeared on the wall and mist. She doesn't scream. She doesn't slam doors. She mourns. And in her mourning, she reaches. Some say she's just one of many ghosts trapped in the Mizpah. Others claim she's something far older, not a soul, but a presence, drawn to places where love dies violently. A psychic who stayed there claimed the Lady in Red isn't seeking revenge. She's seeking resolution. But each time someone enters room 502, they bring new lies, new betrayals, and her sorrow grows deeper. She doesn't hate the living. She just doesn't trust them. And who could blame her? So the next time you pass through Tonopah and you see the Mizpah Hotel glowing against the desert dusk, ask yourself, would you stay in room 502? Would you lie down in her bed, knowing she might still be lying beside you? Would you dare whisper, I won't leave you, and mean it? Because if you lie, she'll know. And she's been lied to enough. Maybe you'll feel a cold hand brush your cheek. Maybe you'll wake with rose petals in your mouth. Or maybe, just maybe, you won't wake up at all. If you like this story, subscribe for more true tales twisted with the unknown. And remember, some rooms don't want you to leave. Not because they love you, but because she hasn't finished her story. Sleep well if you can.